We're in a 2018 Ford F150. We're going to install a plug-and-play remote starter that activates from the OEM remote. The activation sequence is lock, unlock, lock. By using this sequence, we avoid the horn honks associated with locking the doors multiple times. So to begin the installation, we're going to go ahead and we're going to unplug the plug from the back of the diagnostic plug, or what's called the gateway module. There's a clip that faces down. We're going to press the clip and we're going to unplug the plug. Now we're going to take our T-harness, which has the identical plug. We're going to plug the identical plug into the back of the diagnostic plug or gateway module. Remember, the clip faces down. We're going to push it in. We're going to make sure it locks. It doesn't want to go in and wiggle it a little bit. We want to make sure all the pins line up. It's a high quality plug, so you should not have that issue. We're going to go ahead and we're going to plug into the existing plug that we removed from the back of the gateway module. We're going to plug that into the other end of our T-harness. And we're going to make sure it clicks and locks. At this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect our module. There's 3 steps. Step 1 is to plug in the main power. We're going to plug in the power cable. Step 2 is to plug in the black connector into the correct port of the device. It's the center port. At this point, we're going to observe the LED while we place the key in the ignition and turn the ignition to the run position. If we have a push to start vehicle, we're going to have one of the fobs in the vehicle and we're going to turn on the ignition by pressing the push to start button. This is a key start vehicle, so we're going to place the key in the ignition and turn it to the run position. When we do this, the LED is going to illuminate red, green, and red. When this is complete, shut the key off and remove it from the ignition and swap the black plug for the white plug. We're going to plug the white plug into the same port. The black plug is used for the first step of programming. The white plug is used for the second step of programming and left in during operation. So now we're going to observe the LED light while we place the key in the ignition and turn it to the run position again. Our LED is going to go red, blink green. We're leaving the key on. It will go red again, green, and then turn off. Now we're going to shut the key off and remove it from the ignition. Module programming is complete. This is our custom parking light T-harness. I'm going to show you how to install the parking light T-harness if you purchased our 100% plug and play remote start kit with parking light T-harness. To access the parking light switch, we're going to flip down the dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and pull down the dashboard, release the clips, and swing the dashboard down. This will give you access to the back of the parking light switch. We're looking at the back of the parking light switch. To install the T-harness, simply unplug the connector at the back of the parking light switch and plug our connector into the switch. Make sure it clicks and locks, and then we're going to plug the harness that we removed into the other end of the T-harness. And we're going to make sure our plug clicks and locks. At this point, the parking light harness is installed. We can run the wire over to our ALCA and plug it into the blue port. The parking light chime will shut off when we plug our device into the ALCA. This will complete the circuit. At this point, the parking light harness is installed and we're ready to use our system. We can now trigger remote starting of the vehicle by pressing lock, unlock, lock. This will trigger remote starting silently. There will be no horn honks when using this device to activate remote start.